Hey howdy hey partners, today we're going to put some brand new chaps on my Toy Story collection Jessie. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky!
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
When somebody loved me. Okay, I'm not going to sing the whole song. But man, I love this Jessie. 2010, white logo, first edition, real denim jeans. So I want to preserve this thing because it's so epic and I love Thinkway toys. Now, I don't want to do a movie accurate mod on this because number one, I've already done it on a Jessie, and I really want to cherish what Thinkway Toys did here with the collection line. So as you can see, my chaps are in terrible condition. So I live in a dry climate, so in California this is deserty. Maybe the humidity wasn't enough in the room. I don't know what causes this, but over the years, if I barely touch anything, this just flakes right off. Also, if you look at the belt, it's also flaked off. In this video, we're just replacing the chaps, and in a future one, part 3 will be replacing the belt. Poor Jessie. Just moving these chaps around, you see, is just flaking right off. So yeah, it's time to replace these. If you partners want to know how to remove the chaps from a Jessie doll, like I took these off, please click the card here in the corner of your screen. It'll take you to that video to show you how I get these chaps. And so I got this from another Toy Story 4 Jessie. They're cloth, so they're not going to flake like these fake leather plastic material ones. And so what I'm going to do is show you how I'm going to replace them with these new chaps. If your chaps are damaged like mine, you're definitely going to make a mess. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to first take off the elastic here. That's what we're going to do. And as you can see that this is also like other Jessie dolls, this is stitched to the body. So what I'm going to do is take the stitching off here. You can get these at your local craft store. They're called seam rippers and they're very sharp blades. So if you're under 18 years of age, do not use them unsupervised and you should let the adults do it. So what I'm going to do here is kind of pull up and thread this right through. Be very careful because you can cut yourself. It's a sharp blade. And I'm going to lift up here. It is a delicate process. I will say it does take time to do this. You know, go very slow. You don't want to rip these denim jeans or, you know, rip any other fabrics you're not supposed to. As you can see, I'm carefully going in here on each thread, painstakingly enough, and trying to cut that. So here's the next one. There we go. That's the next thread. So you just keep pulling up and just go very slow. And as you cut that, you get another step closer to removing the chaps part from the knee. Like that. There we go. We got that off. And so now we can pull this thread out. Doesn't affect the jeans at all because if you're being delicate and going slow, it's not going to affect anything. No damage was done to the real denim jeans, luckily enough, and so it looks good. The stitching is still back here, but that might loosen because of what I did. What you can always do is restitch that if you would like to, but for now I'm not worried about that. I just wanted to remove the chap to loosen it. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other leg. This is what Jessie's jeans look like after removing that white thread that was loose from the front and the back. As you can see, there's no damage to the actual jeans, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about it. You know, you're not going to ruin Jessie at all underneath these chaps when you pull the threads out. And you can always add your own custom stitching if you'd like, a different color, whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to preserve what Thinkway Toys did here. So I might add a white stitching on the back, but it's basically optional. You don't have to do that. So what you want to do next here, now that you've loosened the threads of the chaps, you're going to want to get the new chap right here. We're going to measure it from the very bottom. I want to simulate the same length that was on the collection chaps here to begin with. We're going to line it up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pin it so it stays in place, and then we are going to stitch it right here with a thread and a needle to get that in there. And then eventually what we're going to do is cut the excess chap off because we don't need the whole thing there dangling underneath. And I'll show you that process as we go. This was measured from the bottom, so now we're going to go up here to show you what is going to be done here. So you want to pin it up here, and this is folded over very slightly, like I want to say just the very top of it, so that you kind of lose the shape of the top of it, like that. And that's what was done over here and pinned it in place. And so next step is we need to sew this part, the fold, into the old chap. So we're actually keeping some of the old chap here in order to sew the new one on top of it. And I'm going to show you what that looks like once this is sewn on this side, and it's going to start coming together more and more. So all you really need here is a needle and thread to get this job done. And what I did here was sew it at the very top into the old chap. And you notice here there's going to be some excess fabric from the new chap. Don't worry, we can cut that off with scissors. But you can see that if you stitch it just right, it stays in place and you don't have to worry about cutting into the jean or anything because we're working with the old chaps. Turning Jessie onto the side here, you can see that it's kind of bulging out. No problem. What we can do is we can flatten it with some adhesive actually, so you don't have to use hot glue gun because it's kind of messy. So I recommend you use Zots. It's a clear adhesive. Get them at your local craft store. They can go to the fabric and you don't have to worry about the denim jeans ruining or the fabric ruining. And so after you do that, we are going to cut the excess off here, which we just did. So you have the glue Zot there, and it's really awesome. You have the excess cut off there under the chap so it won't show. And you just lay it in there. You can put as many as you want. It won't damage anything. It's pretty much temporary, but it'll hold. And what you do is you fold it over here, and then I'm going to take my fingers here and pinch really hard and push everything down. So you kind of want to flatten it with your fingers and just squish that glue Zot really well. And like I said, you can use hot glue, but I recommend this one because you can always undo it without any damage to your Jessie. But I think it looks great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use scissors to cut the extra chap off there, the old one. So we don't have to worry about any more flaking and making a mess everywhere. So just cut straight across as clean as you can and go very slow and steady. Make sure you don't cut her leg or the jeans. That'd be really bad. But yeah, just go straight across. Make adjustments as you see it. And now the chaps are officially off. The old ones, barely anything left on it after this process, but very delicate. We don't need them anymore. We got the brand new chaps on, which I'm very happy with, and they look really great. So I'm really happy this mod worked out. You know, a lot of things could have gotten wrong, but if you go slow, you can make it happen. As you can see here on the side, it looks more flush to the body now that we put those Zots in, so nothing's really bulging out like it was before. So just use as many Zots as you want. That definitely works, and that's it. Basically it. You got the new chaps on. You can adjust them as you would like, and I think it'll look really, really good on your shelf. If you need to do the same thing to repair your Jessie, I recommend doing it. Just follow my tutorials as close as you can. Hire a seamstress. Hire somebody who knows how to sew. You know, have a friend help you or someone who knows how to sew help you, and that's how you can get this done. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial, and I hope it helps you replace your Jessie chaps if that's what you need to do. And stay tuned on my channel as I'm going to do a belt replacement for Jessie on the next video. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure. You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man. That might be. You are a child's plaything. Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.